Okay.
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 Today we're lowering the golf.
Peas and pies and peas and sausages. Jesus.
What's going on, guys? In today's episode we're lowering the golf.
Taking it down 35 mil.
35. Dropping it on its guts.
Dropping it on its guts apparently. Actually it's pretty low, so I won't be surprised if you're going to scrape a lot more.
A hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of an issue before.
So you're good in the driveway, but I don't know if you're going to be able to get it
Yeah,
out.
I don't think we'll get out.
We'll figure it out.
So what we've got is a company called Voltaland. He's a spring manufacturer. I purchased them on eBay for $340 Australian.
For all four.
For all four. It's pretty good. So it's supposed to drop it 35 mil, as we said before. You can actually use these in stock golfs. It will drop at 50 mil when it's in stock golf. The GTI comes standard lowered compared to the standard golf. So, as always.
Never done it before.
As always.
So it's we've watched videos of people who have done it before, like people who are mechanics, and they don't have a fun time.
yeah, they're professionals in doing suspension, and they have a hard enough time. Actually, I watched a guy on YouTube. His channel's called Last Car Garage, and he done it in about just over 2 hours. And that was by himself.
It's movie magic, mate. We got gloves on too.
Yeah.
Because things can happen, and cuts can be had.
Yep.
Hands will get dirty.
Last time I worked on it, I got metal splinters.
Metal splinters.
Yeah, so far.
So hopefully this will prevent some of that.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's do this.
Let's
do it. Alright guys, to get this done, what we're going to need is crowbar, wrench, with an adapter. I'll show you what this is for later. Deep well sockets, an 18 and a 16, a torque wrench, a mallet. I'll show you what you're going to need that for later to get this drum up undone.
should be pretty fun. Getting in there, getting all dirty.
To this. Oh, and also get yourself something like a WD-40.
But we found something a bit better, haven't we?
Yeah. And basically what it does is loosens the strut from the pinch clamp in here. So
pinch clamps this one.
Yeah, this unit here. And the WD-40 does work as well, just not as well supposedly. Let's see how we go. Alright, so in the Volkswagen, I guess, change tyre kit, comes this little unit, and it's actually designed to take the little black caps off the wheel nuts. I found it's really good. When these are plugged in, if you're struggling to get them out, you slide this in the top and pull down and out slightly, only gently because you don't want them to snap, but they'll just slide straight off. I've actually found that's a really good tool. So now they're removed, all of these is pulling it apart, I guess.
Yay. So once this top strut arm is out,
This one.
that one from in there,
Yep.
next thing is...
What you're going to need for that is a 18mm deep well socket. Just because the nut's quite far down from this and you've got a fair bit of thread, so...
Cool.
Yeah.
So then once you get that out, the next step is to get into this thing.
Yep. What you need for that is a 14mm, in America they call them triple squares, in Australia we call them splines. In Australia at least, it's very hard to find a spline tool at 14mm. So what I've done instead, I was looking at some forums and they said just get yourself a 3/8 extension and kind of place it in there. You'll feel it lock in. On the other side is an 18mm bolt again. Use your deep well socket and just loosen with this side. So hold in tight with this. I've got a pair of vice grips here to make sure that's tight.
Show us how it's done, Greg.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now.
Boom.
Don't say you're wrong.
Alrighty. So to make the job a bit easier, these are 16mm bolts. Loosen this is for the lower suspension arm. So we'll take these out, drop it down so we get a little bit more wiggle room because these are very hard to get out these struts. So
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry.
what you want to do is then pull this down so it comes loose.
There's a reason why we lose.
So in this part, this is a pinch clamp. So when we took that bolt out, in the back here there's a gap. So what we want, again, there's a specialised Volkswagen tool I don't have.
And they won't sell it to you?
They won't sell it to me. I rang up Volkswagen and they said no, it's a specialised tool.
No, give me $600 and I'll change your springs for you.
Yeah, you put the springs in.
Yeah.
So I read on the forums again that you can use a 1/4 inch socket adapter. So yeah, we're going to try that, see how that goes.
So you put the square in, you then turn it?
Yeah, you just put the square in and you want to turn it so the edges, pull it apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to open it up a bit, so.
And it doesn't seem like it's open much, but it actually makes a huge difference, hey?
It does. And I mean, yeah, you just need that tiny bit. Ideally, you want the special tool.
Yeah, ideally.
But
Someone would be doing this for us.
yeah. So, yeah, we'll give it a go, see if it actually works. As I said, already in forums, don't know how true this is, so we'll give it a whirl. So you don't want to put it in too deep.
That's what she said.
Because there's actually a tag that's connected to the strut and you obviously don't want it knocking it out. So just slide in, turn it. That's it.
Alright, it's out. So the strut arm, there's no secret to it. There's nothing we didn't film that you need to know. It's essentially do what we've done and what we've filmed and then just wiggle it and just persevere with it. So now that the
Strut arm's out.
strut arm's out, you just got to undo your top hat. So you just looks like you just take the rubber seal out and the foam that's in here. Lift it up and your hat's under there. Alright, we'll take this off and get the strut arm out.
Strut out. So what we've got to do now is undo the hat on top of here and go from there. Looks like an Allen key is going to be needed with a 21, I think it was when I read on the forums, a 21 over here. So yeah, we'll get on that now. Got the strut out. First and foremost, you must get spring clamps. What they're going to do is compress the spring, take all the energy out, because what you don't want to happen is when you remove this top hat, it to come flying at your face or in any direction. So
To death.
To death, yeah.
To death.
If I do die,
I'll upload the video anyway.
yeah, upload the video,
In memory
make sure
of.
you do that, and just make sure everyone obviously realises it's dangerous if you don't do it correctly. What I've got here is a spark plug remover, and then an Allen key that goes down the centre of it. I'm using the shifter to spin it around to make sure that, you know, I've got to loosen the outside.
Use some of the trusty Boston lube spray over there.
Do it cheap, $5 it's under the costers, and it's working a charm really, really well. So what we're going to do, you want to, when it's in this position, it's rotating around.
Yeah, so just unscrewing
Yeah, this way.
this.
Yeah,
This
you
is
turn it.
literally just to hold it.
Hold it still. Yeah.
So you're holding that still and twisting this.
We'll do that. Hopefully it doesn't come flying off. I'm positive that's plenty of compression on them, on that spring.
Well, otherwise this wouldn't turn. That's their theory, is that the pressure's being relieved off of this and that's how it's turning. So if this is turning, there's enough pressure released and you're right to take it off.
Yeah.
That's the theory. We'll find out if Greg dies.
Yeah, we'll find out if I die today.
Cool. Springs haven't moved up at all.
So, that was done correctly. Winning. You want to take this unit off. Remove this. Like so. Take the springs off. Boom. Now, so we're going to slowly loosen this to back it off.
Because we need those spring clamps to get the new one on.
Yep. Okay, so we'll open up the springs. These were on an eBay store. The company manufacturing is called Voltland, I think it's called Vogtland. I picked them up for 340 Australian and managed to give it a drop of 35 mil. So, I haven't seen them yet. Obviously, I'm unboxing it. Looks like it's upside down.
This side pretty, Greg.
Yeah, got our coils.
Why didn't you get pink?
Obviously this is their brand colour. Okay, so let's see how we go. The thing is, these haven't been under load yet, had much weight on them, so I don't think we'll see much of a difference.
A little bit.
A tiny bit. But as I said, over time, they'll obviously with the weight of the car on it, will obviously drop it down a bit more, so gotta wait till they sink in. We'll now clamp these so we can put them up on the strut, put it all together, and go from there.
Let's play.
To let you know, on the top here, on the Volkswagen, there's actually 2 arrows to show you what's forward and back. So, just a side note, I don't know if you can see, it's just here, there's 2 arrows. So, let's get these clamps off and get it in. So what are we doing, Lee?
Now the strut arm's back in place.
We've tightened the pinch bolt.
The pinch bolt's all tightened up, so it's basically good to go. It's just got to get that sway arm underneath back on. Same deal with taking it off as it is putting it back on. There's no special tricks, just make sure you've got that pinch clamp open. Get a lot of that Boston lube in there and shake it all out.
Wiggle.
Basically. So that's all done, it's all back in. Just tightening the bolts here now, under there. They're all done, I've just got this last one to do here. And then they'll all be done, and we can put the bolts back in underneath. Put the wheel back on if you really wanted to. But starting on the next one.
Let's do it, man.
One down, Greg.
One go down.
That was meant to be the hardest one.
Yeah,
so
supposedly that's the hardest one.
don't know why. No one's ever said why it's the hardest one. But that's
Just read it once.
Yeah, people have been saying so. Hardest one is done.
Yep, only took us about, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Probably an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's done now.
Let's do it.
We've been in the past. Alright, we've got it all back together. Just starting on the other side now, so all that is in and done. We're going to see Greg. He's working on this side.
Yep.
All the sensors are unplugged. Put the
There's
strut
only one on
arm
this side
out.
as well.
One sensor.
Yeah, that just thinks ABS, I think.
The back ones now, Greg.
We are, mate. So what you want to do first is take the tyre off, jack up the car, put the car stands in, and then bring your jack back around. And what you want to do is you got your lower suspension on here, so get the jack underneath there, jack it up. Basically what it is for is we're going to take some pressure off so we can undo this bolt and also compress the spring. And what we're going to do after that is slowly lower the jack and let the spring come out.
Cool.
It's supposed to be easy. Let's see
Supposed
what
to be.
happens.
Let's
Yeah.
see if it actually is.
Yeah, we'll give it a whirl.
There it is.
Comes out.
Lovely.
Yep,
Let's put the new one in.
let's do it.
Mallet time. How much easier is that in the front?
Yeah, 110%.
I hope I never see a front suspension spring ever again in my life.
These are the oldest style system where you have a individual shock and an individual spring. So all you have to do is push that down. Whereas strut, you've got to pull it apart. Got no real idea what to do this at. Did hear one guy say do it at 80. So let's do it at 75.
Just do it at 80. Why is 75 just knocked 5 Newton meters of torque?
It's foot-pound.
Foot-pounds. Foot-pounds. Foot-pounds, Greg. 80 foot-pounds. 80 of the feet-pounds. Feet-pounding. You reckon you're going to see an instant difference, or you reckon you have to see it sag?
Trust me, about the day today, I hope so. It's actually been pretty easy.
I reckon you're going to have to wait to see it sag.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Obviously springs...
Oh, you can fucking reel it in a bit.
Jesus.
I know you're keen to see it, but hold up. I think we're going to have to wait for some sagging to occur, Greg.
I'm hoping so. A lot of sagging.
If it sags anywhere near as that frown, I think you should be alright.
Yeah, 100%.
The front looks good though.
The front looks great. The rears. I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe what it needs is a drive for some food.
Yeah, we'll go get some food. I am starving. Haven't had much food I had was at breakfast, so definitely.
Let's do it. Let's go get some food, take it for a drive. We'll do a recap in a couple of days, I guess, then, yeah?
Yeah, and hopefully you don't know.
Wicked.